Good afternoon. Hello, I am Mr. Grim River 512 with the incomparable Dark Knight 987, and welcome everybody to another edition of the Reaper Real Movie Reviews. Today, me and him are going to give you guys our review for John Wick Chapter 3. If you have not seen this movie, please get the hell off my video. Buy yourself a ticket. Get the hell in your car. Go to your local theater and watch this motherfucker. And then come back, because there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this motherfucker. Since me and him have seen this, there is going to be spoilers in this review. So yeah, like I repeat, if you guys have not seen this, please get off the video, go to your local theater, go see it, come back, and we'll tell you all about it. But before we get into spoilers, let's talk about before I do anything, I have to always do this little situation here. Now the film was directed by Chad Stahelski. The film stars the return of Keanu Reeves, Halle Berry, Lawrence Fishburne, Mark Dacascos, Asia Kate Dillon, Lance Reddick, Angelica Houston, and the phenomenal Ian McShane. And before we get into spoilers, let's do a non-spoiler section before we get into spoilers, so that way people can know. That way we can warn them. We already gave you a warning already. But I just want to do non-spoiler first, and then we'll talk about the spoilers right after. But we're gonna do it all in one video, though. First of all, we're gonna talk about how we felt about the movie. I thought this movie was fucking badass. I love the shots. I love the fight scenes, the choreography, and all that, and stuff like that. I thought that this one was a lot better than the other two. We left on chapter 2. For those of you who remember chapter 2, or for those of you who have not seen chapter 2, we left on a bit of a cliffhanger. You know what I mean? We were wondering what the fuck John was gonna do after he broke the rules of the Continental. After he broke, after he shot that dude, which was justified because the dude was trying to fucking kill him. Spoilers, by the way. Oh, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Defending himself, basically.
Yeah, he was defending himself and stuff like that. But apparently what he did was a big no-no. So we were wondering what was going to happen. What was going to happen in chapter 3? Well, we and my buddy both saw chapter 3. Thus, we're going to get into a big, giant spoiler section here in a few minutes.
Yes, we are.
In which I'm going to read the entire fucking plot. Just like I do with my other reviews. Just like usually on the Reaper Real Movie Reviews, I never read the plot. Because he has not seen it yet. But he did see it. And he told me he loved it. So we're gonna read the plot. I already read who directed it and all that already, so I don't gotta worry about any of that. But let's talk about the plot. Let's get into the plot, shall we? And then we'll talk about our feelings about what happened in chapter 3.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so here we go. The plot starts with former hitman John Wick is now a marked man and on the run in Manhattan. After the unsanctioned killing of a crime lord, which he was justified, as we said before, and new member of the High Table, Santino D'Antonio. Yeah. In the New York City Continental, he is declared excommunicado by his handlers at the High Table, which I hope those bastards die, and placed under a $14 million bounty. On the run from assassins, John reaches the New York Public Library and recovers a crucifix necklace and a marker medallion from a secret cache in the book. He fights his way through numerous assassins populating New York City until he reaches the director, a woman from his past, who accepts the crucifix as a ticket for safe passage to Casablanca, Morocco. Due to this, she had Wick branded as a mark that he used up all her favors. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, an adjudicator, which we're going to talk about her later, with the High Table meets with Winston, the manager of the New York City Continental, and the Bowery King, the leader of a network of vagrant assassins. The adjudicator admonishes both for helping John Wick after his excommunication, and both are given 7 days to give up their offices or face serious consequences. In Casablanca, John meets Sophia, played by the lovely, sexy Halle Berry.
Yeah.
I've had dreams about her. A former friend and the manager of the Casablanca Continental, he presents his marker medallion, which represents an unbreakable promise between assassins, and asks Sophia to honor it. He asks for directions to the Elder, a high-ranking member of the High Table, so that he can ask to have his bounty waived. Sophia takes him to an assassin named Barada, yeah. Same thing. Same difference, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Barada, I don't know. Who tells John that he may find the Elder by wandering through the desert until he cannot walk any longer. Which was a stupid idea.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that here in a minute. Where am I? Oh. In exchange for this information, he asks for one of Sophia's dogs. When Sophia refuses, he shoots the dog, though it survives thanks to it wearing body armor. In a bout of rage, Sophia shoots Beretta, and with John fight their way out of the Casbah and flee into the desert.
That fight scene, we'll talk about that, dude. That was fun to take days.
Oh my god, I've never seen a guy hurt so much after getting bit by a dog.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get to that. Alright, so here we go.
Yeah. Having fulfilled her marker, Sophia leaves John in the desert. He wrote, which was a fucked up thing to do. Fucking bitch.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
He roams until he collapses from exhaustion, but is found by the Elder's men. John explains his actions, saying he is desperate to live on to earn the memory of the love he once had with his wife. The Elder agrees to forgive John, but only if he assassinates Winston and continues to work for the High Table until his death. To show his commitment, John severs his ring finger and gives his wedding ring to the Elder. Meanwhile, the adjudicator recruits Zero, an assassin, and his followers to enforce the will of the High Table. With Zero's help, the adjudicator accosts the director and the Bowery King. As penance, both are maimed, the Bowery King almost fatally. John arrives back in New York City and is pursued by Zero's men, but he escapes to the Continental and takes sanctuary. He meets with Winston, who encourages John not to die as a killer, but as a man who loved and was loved by his wife. The adjudicator arrives, but Winston refuses to give up his office, and John refuses to kill Winston. Okay, let's see. As a consequence, the adjudicator desecrates, deconsecrates the Continental. allowing assassins to execute in the building. The adjudicator then notifies Zero and his men and calls in a large group of High Table enforcers as their support. With the help of the hotel's concierge, Sharon, which I like that guy. We'll talk about him later.
Yeah, definitely.
John defends the Continental from enforcers. The enforcers were able to easily kill most of Sharon's men due to their bulletproof armor, and made it difficult for John to kill each one. This forced John and Sharon to get shotguns loaded with 12 gauge armor-piercing slugs, and were able to eliminate the enforcers. In other words, they got cop killers. So, yeah. John later gets ambushed by Zero's pupils and defeats all of them, leaving only 2 alive, and kills Zero after their fight. The adjudicator negotiates a parlay. Bullshit on the parlay, because that was bullcrap. With Winston, who explains the rebellion as a show of strength and offers penance to the High Table. John arrives, and when the adjudicator identifies him as a threat to the negotiation, Winston betrays John by shooting him off the Continental roof. Bad choice, dude.
We'll get to that too.
Yeah. The Continental returns to operation, but the adjudicator informs Winston that John's body had disappeared, and that it remains a threat for both of them. Meanwhile, a wounded John Wick is delivered to the heavily scarred Bowery King, who tells John he is angry with the High Table and will be fighting against them. He asks John if he feels the same way, and John agrees, thus ending John Wick Chapter 3.
Yep.
Now, before we get into this, let's talk about what's coming next. John is pissed. John is pissed. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for being a little pissed off. Well, actually, he's not a little. He's a lot. He's a lot pissed off.
Yeah.
Especially after what Winston did. Winston, the asshole that he is, betrays him by shooting him off the Continental when all things should have went the right way. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But what did you think of the movie, dude, when you went to go see it?
Well, I certainly thought it was good, but that, of course, as I'm going to talk about Winston, the betrayal of what Winston did to John, that was messed up. I mean, come on. And then the part where he gets that cross, he goes to this, I guess, theater, and he meets this woman, played by Jessica Hudson, that he wants to go to Casablanca, and he gives her that cross. And here's something that I noticed about that woman, Jessica Hudson, that played that woman. If you those you may not know, in the 1990 versions of Addams Family, she was the wife. She was Morticia Addams.
Yeah, she was Morticia.
In 93 on the Family movies. So
she also played. If you guys may know her too from the movie Ever After, which I'm pretty sure you've never seen.
Yeah.
She plays the evil stepmother, and her name is Angelica Houston, dude. Not.
Sorry.
But
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, it's Huston.
Yeah, but it's spelled Houston, not it's actually spelled Houston. Because the U's supposed to be like silent and stuff like that. So it's kind of sort of sounds like it sounds like Huston, but it's not.
Okay, well, sorry guys, mispronunciation there. But anyway, so that's what I noticed. That was kind of cool. Anyway, but yeah, that really pissed me off too when Winston did that. I mean, come on, man, after everything John has been through. But now it still ends kind of when something announced that John still isn't dead. And what's gonna happen now? I mean, really, think about it. I mean, what's going to happen now? I hope that if there is a fourth and final chapter in this,
which they did announce, which they did announce all the way, by the way, and that's coming out next, and that's coming out in 2 years from now. That's coming out 2 years from now, in summer 2021. It's that they're gonna be doing another John Wick.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I want to see further in this fourth one. You got to believe that John Wick is going to kill Winston in this one. But anyway, so yeah, that part pissed me off. But like I said, I enjoyed the movie. A lot of action, and I want to talk about the part where after he meets Halle Berry's character, and after she retaliated, after that guy shot her dog. But not really. Like, he wore the dog. They got the dog wore protective gear, but the viciousness that followed, and not to mention the action after that with the guns and everything. Holy shit is all I can say. My God.
I've never seen such a thing before in my life. These dogs. She's sick though, dude. These dogs actually climbed. These dogs are fucking. Whoever trained these dogs, I give you a hand. I'm really, I give you a hand. Have you ever seen a dog climb up a wall before in your life, and just to chew off a guy's balls?
I feel the pain. You got the guy. I feel the pain, but just the action with it, man, it's so crazy. God, in the beginning where John in the library, John was finding that huge man the size of him. John really beat the hell out of him. And not to mention what John did with a hatchet. Oh my God!
He beat his ass with a book. He killed him with a fucking book. That giant dude. He at the beginning of the movie, he killed him with a fucking book. I've never seen such a thing. But why would I be so surprised? He killed someone with a fucking pencil. You know what I mean?
And I'm mentioning when the guy was still breathing, he takes the hatchet and he throws it right in his skull, man.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Oh my God! Let's talk about the shots, though. The locations. Oh my God! It's the shots in this movie were so fucking fantastic. I enjoyed seeing, the shot of the desert when they were driving out of the Kasbah after they killed that guy and stuff like that, and after the dog thing happened. The shot in the desert was so beautiful, dude. Oh my God.
Great nature.
I love the locations that they had. I love how the director, the shots were when you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about with the shots. They sway like a motherfucker, and it's so beautiful.
Yes, definitely. So great shots of the things, and of course in the city you see good shots from up above and everything. I like how that is. In every movie you'll see where they're heading next, what city it is or whatever. I like how they have all that. I want to talk about one part that made me cringe, where he severed his own ring finger, dude. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I hated that part. That shit hurt.
I won't even look at that, man. But he had to honor it. And Jesus, man.
Yeah, he had to honor what he was spilling. But how? See, this is what gets me. If he really, why would you still? He could have told the lady. He could have told I hated the adjudicator too. I didn't like her much at all.
Neither. Oh, I hated her.
I think she was a bitch. But anyway.
I thought John was going to kill her at one point, but nope.
Yeah, he probably will in the second. He probably will in the next one.
He probably will.
Since she was part of that shit. But I think there was some stuff I liked. I loved a lot of stuff in this movie. Don't get me wrong. I loved a lot. But there was some stuff in this movie that I think that they could have been a little better. I would like to say, um, like the adjudicator, that whole thing with that, I did not like that one bit because he, like, if you go back to where he was, let me see, when you go back to where he found the elder, uh, he had to go through hell. He almost died in the fucking desert trying to look for this guy. After all the hell that John went through, give him a fucking break. You know what I mean? After all the hell that he went through, he still gets. Winston betrays him. For what? For what? You know what I mean?
For what?
It does not make sense why he. It doesn't make sense at all, and that's what pissed me off about this movie. About this is that he after going through hell, after him and that other guy, after him and Sharon, after all the hell that they went through, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The poor dude almost dying throughout this whole fucking movie. They didn't give you a break. This movie did not give you this movie did not break a sweat, dude, at all. When it came to fight scenes. Cuz the whole movie, John is trying to fucking fight his way out of New York. He's trying to fight his way to try to get past these people, to try to get past these fucking people who have a hit on him.
Yeah.
Especially with what he did in the second movie, as we talked about before. He had to kill a guy that was trying to kill him, and he was justified for that.
Yes.
Now in this one, he had to run for his fucking life, fighting whoever the hell that was left standing. Yeah. He fought whoever the fuck that he could, and his life was made a living hell. You know what I mean? So, but still, what do you think? What do you think, man? Do you think? I think he deserves a break. I think that John deserved a break after what happened, after all the shit that he went through in 3 movies. He lost his wife, his dog got killed, his car got taken from him. That's how this whole shit got started. Was someone killed his wife, someone killed his dog, his car got taken. His respect got screwed around by all these fucking assholes that want to act like assholes. You brought the boogeyman. You brought the boogeyman to your fucking door, and now you want to say, "Oh, I don't like it." No, you brought Baba Yaga to your fucking door. That's what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
That's how this whole shit got started. And he has to have assholes. He has to have assholes involved in this. He has assholes coming after him. He has assholes trying to kill him. What do you expect? What do you expect is gonna happen? He's gonna fight for his life and do whatever the fuck he has to do. You know what I mean? So,
exactly,
but
exactly. Yeah, he's been through hell, man, and Winston had his back in part 1, and then also in part 2. But at the end after what he did in part 2, now they put him excommunicado, and they put a hit on him to kill him, and now he has to be surviving. He goes through hell, and in part 3, he goes into more hell. And I mean, come on, he lost his wife, he lost his dog, and that dog was a gift from his wife.
Yeah.
So that was something that would help him remember his wife, that she gave him that dog.
Yeah.
And he only had it for like a day until he got killed, and so John has been through hell, and now we know probably the next one he's going to go through more hell. after Winston betrayed him, you know that John's going to want to get revenge. And I tell you something, you know. Yeah, exactly. It's time for a break. I mean, come on, give John a break.
John deserves a break. John deserves a break. You damn right he does. He didn't deserve what happened to him. But I want to see more. But what makes me what's gonna make me even more happier is that I'm hoping that 4 is the last one. I'm hoping that chapter 4 is the last one, because this is what I want to see in chapter 4. In chapter 4, I want to see the High Table die. I want to see all those fuckers. I want to see all the High Table get theirs. I want to see that fucking adjudicator bitch get hers. I want to see Winston get his. Especially because if you remember correctly, dude, it was Winston that was responsible for putting the hit out on his ass to begin with in chapter 2. And I want to see what happens. I want to see what John does. Him and the Bowery King are pissed off, and I don't blame him. Someone's going to get their ass handed to him. The boogeyman is back. Baba Yaga, whatever you want to call John Wick, he's back, and he's going to kill someone. He's coming for payback. He's coming in the 4th one. There is going to be fucking payback.
Yep.
It's like the old saying goes, payback's a bitch. So that's what I feel. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That the 4th is going to play out, is that it's going to be the last movie. It has to be, unless they're going to make another one after that. And I feel that John is going to get payback for what happened in this one. So,
yeah.
but yeah, I think me and Dark Knight 987 would agree that this movie gets a 10 and a 10. A 10 out of 10. This movie was fantastic. Me and him both loved the action. The action. Me and him both saw this movie, not together, but separately.
Yeah.
But even still, both of us think that this movie was badass, and I can't wait for chapter 4. I cannot wait to see what happens in chapter 4 of John Wick. But what's your take, man? What do you think?
The rating?
Yeah, on the rating, on just about everything.
Yeah, well, I agree. Him and I saw the movie separately, like you said. I agree. I thought the movie was good. I really enjoyed how it. Me and my dad went and saw this, and he liked it too. So I quite enjoyed it. 10 out of 10 is I think a correct rating. 10 out of 10 stars. But that's just our opinion. Although, like I said before, I love the action. Action was where it's at. Nobody can do more action like kind of Reeves can do. Just like in all the John Wicks, he lived up to it. So, yeah, I thought it was badass. I like it. 10 out of 10. I give it that rating, and I give it 2 thumbs up. John Wick Chapter 3 really, really, really was a good movie.
Yeah, so we both loved the movie. We both saw the movie. We both thought that the movie was really, really nice and really, really perfect. And I'm hoping that they have, and I'm hoping that that the next one will be better. That the next one will be better than this one. So we're gonna take. Well, so in retrospect, we are going to call it a night for right now. I'm gonna give you guys another. We got 2 more reviews to get to, and then by the time this video gets posted, you'll probably see my reactions already up on YouTube. But with that in mind, yeah, let me know in the comments section down below what you guys think. That's gonna be it for me. I'm as always Mr. Griffon 2 with Dark 997, and we'll see you all in the afterlife. Don't let Baba Yaga get you, because he will. When he does, he's gonna kill you, motherfuckers. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But anyway, yeah. Let me know exactly what y'all think of John Wick Chapter 3. That's gonna be it for me and Mr. Dark Knight 97 with me. I'm Mr. Phone 2, and I'll see you all in the afterlife. Peace.